FableSquad. Of course I was going to do it. There was no ways that I wasn't going to do it. I wouldn't be a legitimate reaction channel if I didn't. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this properly because that's only fair. I've got to keep my personal feelings on Scru out of this. That's got nothing to do with his fans, it's got nothing to do with my fans, it's got nothing to do with church's fans. I need to give my fair assessment. I made my point when I actually did that on where I switched it up on what I dropped yesterday, where I reacted to Church's song again, purely because no one's going to tell me what I consider good music or not good music. Just because I listen to Church doesn't mean that I'm not listening to a good rapper. If I feel he's a good rapper, that's how I feel. You know what I mean? So the quality over quantity thing got to me, and I was like, okay, well, if you want to try and decide what quality over quantity is for me, let me show you what quality is. You know what I mean? Just to show you that other people have opinions, and those are fine. You know what I mean? And I do have a bias to Church. I've said that before. I do have a bias to Church because I prefer his music. I do like his music. I think he's very different. He's a different type of artist. I like that. I've said it before. I don't say that Scru's music's bad. You can go and check a couple of his videos. I've commented in his comment section saying, even that ISIS track, I commented saying it was fire. You know what I mean? So I do think he is a very talented rapper. I do think he is very good. The whole personal, how he is as a person, that's got nothing to do with nobody. You know what I mean? That's just him. And if I afforded it to Dax, I gotta afford it to Scru as well. And yeah, so let's see, man. Let's do this thing properly. Let's do Scru Face Jean with the nail. Let's wrap up this beef and bury it once and for all, man. Let's go. The puppets! The reactor puppets. Okay, I've got something to say about that, but let's go.
Listen, I put one more round in the chamber, and that's it. Buddy got an obsession with me, and that's it.
I don't think he's got an obsession with you, man. I feel that, like I said in my last reaction, man, I feel that you started this. I mean, the guy didn't know your name, and then you started that. And then the first round, that's how the first round got going. And then this one, on one of your lives, you said you can't brag about dissing Up Church because he isn't a rapper. You know what I mean? And this is how it all started again. You know what I mean? I also don't think it's for you to decide who you think are rappers or not. I mean, you've got a particular style. I mean, let's start saying everybody's, you know, whoever you think is not a rapper, he's a rapper to some people, and he is very good, personally. And it's not to say that you're not. You are fantastic, and I like that you do that traditional hip-hop. I like that. But Church is a very good rapper, and you've got to give him props for that.
I'll give you one more. How's this? Bass!
Great pick on the beat, by the way. Great pick on the beat. I love that Eminem Criminal beat. It's flipping awesome.
Wonder how they gonna try flipping it. Look. Listen, class, I like to introduce Ryan. Please don't fire him, he just wants everyone to like him. You brought my fame into it, so now you gon' die, baby. You look inbred, dickhead, now you get slime shade. 911, can I please get a receptionist, please?
And I like the fact that he said now you get slime shady on an M beat. That's very cool, creative.
This country singer done got an obsession with me. I know we crashed deep inside, he just a hell of...
I don't think he's got an obsession with you, man. Firstly, like I said before, the whole thing started with him not knowing your name, whatever. Let's squash that. And secondly, Ryan's a troll, man. Go watch his videos, man. Ryan's a troll. He goes on the internet, he trolls. He's very comedic. He's told you he's different. This is why I like him. He's different. He puts out some phenomenal content. So, yeah, okay, let's go.
Do even actually rapping like he's still in the development league. Stupid bitch, you just mad that I roasted you, country toasted you. There's so much fucking hoe in you, this time I almost ghosted you. The first time your bias ain't work, so you got emotional. You falling off your sofa and watching the walls close on you. Even your own fans was telling me I was smoking you. Church, you gon' get them next verse, bitch, they was coaching you. Niggas was roasting you, cause you ain't do what you supposed to do, and then I got a...
It's got a lot more bars in this one. I mean, these are bars. I mean, I'll give it to you, doing a good job, man.
From somebody who was close to you, they was exposing you. Oh no, we don't really know this dude, so let me give your ass a few lessons how you supposed to move. Don't start rapping, fail, then be a gimmick. Turn to a comedian, switch your image, then...
You see, don't start rapping, fail. Did Church fail as a rapper? Did Church fail? Know what I mean? Every single artist also has their tracks that don't work. I mean, some of their tracks that aren't great. I mean, a lot of people didn't like MGK's Binge EP. Eminem's put out some, and Eminem's my #1 rapper in the world. Like, he's my absolute #1. And he's put out some garbage tracks. He's put out some garbage albums, man. Know what I mean? So I don't think Church has failed at all. I think he's fantastic as a country singer, and his rap tracks are also absolutely awesome. Church's comedic. He didn't fail. He does what he does, and he does it flipping well, and they go into Billboard charts. And he's also comedic, which is an awesome thing I actually like about him.
To sing and be insecure and start tripping, start moaning, whining and bitching every time someone's a critic and say that they didn't feel him in. Don't do fucked up business, cause that's gonna cost you, and start fighting me cause you tired of fighting lawsuits. I know that hard shit, but homie, you know that I warned you.
Is Ryan fighting lawsuits? Not that I've heard of, but okay.
Try to swarm, it ain't work cause I disarmed you, bitch. What, you want another mill off me? Like I ain't monetized.
He wants another mill off you. Does Ryan want another mill off you? Look, like you said in your Instagram, man. Like you said in your Instagram, man. This benefited both of you guys. You know what I mean? Some of your fans took a look at Upchurch and liked what he put out, and then the same thing. But I think from the if we're going down the numbers route, I think this is the balance sort of swings. You know, sort of it tips over more to your side, in your favor. This beef.
Bitch, I'm still gon' eat, but real talk, I got a question, keep it real on me. How the fuck you dropped the beat and you still off beat? Like goddamn, how...
I didn't think he was off beat when he dropped the beat. Not at all. I actually really like that. But okay.
Can you actually be Bruce's whole body? Yeah, now he blacker than me. A dope rapper, he's more black.
I like the way he flipped that. I like that. He's like, I bruised his whole body. That's now he's blacker than me. That he addressed it. That was a punch on Church's track, man. It was a great punch. And very, very cool the way you flipped that, man. I bruised his whole body, now he's blacker than me. Very cool.
You keep acting these things cause I think you scared of the Ryan that you actually be. Finally, no booty talk, but the L's I give you cause you couldn't resist talking about male nipples. Ryan like, the brainwashing ain't gonna work in this match. Fuck that, I'm gonna die. You mean I actually got a rap? Hell yeah, you...
The brainwashing. Come on, you keep saying that Church is brainwashing. Church doesn't brainwash nobody, man. When we're talking about Church brainwashing people, man, you asked your fan base to go and write victim quotes on all of the haters' comments, man. Seriously? Like, talking about, like, brainwashing? I mean, are you not trying to do your own version of brainwashing? You know what I mean? Come on, like, that, I think, is just, like, that's an unfair comment to actually say. It's a diss track, whatever, I get it, but it's not facts. I mean, he's not trying to brainwash absolutely nobody, man. He is who he is, and people follow him because of who he is. You know what I mean? But he's not telling people go and write victim quotes. When No Life Shaq gave you the win on your last track, Ryan got into the comments and immediately said, "My guys, leave Shaq alone." That's his opinion. Do you know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, man. Do you see what I'm talking about? So to talk about the kind of character we're talking about?
Bitch, cause you done finally met your match. And the fan base you can't sway that's been ready for the attack. Matter of fact, you say I'm using you to clout to the top, but seem to only fucking diss me when an album done drop. Little twat, you don't really know the things that I'm aware of, like how you ducking people in your...
You only diss me when an album drops. He only dissed you because he saw your video. The fact that it dropped after his album, the fact that happened after his album dropped, I think had nothing to do with it. But okay, if that's how you see it, it's fine.
City that you're scared of, I'm here to tell you we don't listen to them silly hoes that try to spam your wins and suck a dick in every video. Like really though, you can sway the word of some, but they...
Ooh. I can see, okay, you're not trying to like bring out who are the people that you're actually dissing over here. But yeah, man, just because they've got a difference of opinion, man, doesn't make them dick riders. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing I've got against. And that's why I trolled yesterday, is because of that. You know what I mean? People can have their own opinions, just like your own fan base has their own opinions, just like you have your own opinions.
Scared that your fan base would turn on them. Sound real loyal. You act like a kid that was real spoiled. When mama said no, then your blooded will boil. So listen, Ryan, no, you ain't as nice as me, dummy. They don't like your rap skills, they like you cause they think you fun. Niggas only pump your shit because it's making them their money. Cause your insecure ass need acceptance from everybody. And you're not going off when you rap like this. Whoever told you that shit?
You're not going up when you rap like this. Actually, did you actually notice when he did that? He actually said after that, saying, "I'm just playing, I'm just kidding," and then he went into a completely different flow. I think that was actually intended. You know what I mean? To make you feel like, oh, there he goes again, and then he switched into a different flow. That was creative, and that's why that track for me packed a bigger punch. But let's go.
Probably cooked in a bitch. You say you were supposed to kill me when we opened this shit 4 songs later. Nope, still growing and shit. Let's get proper.
This is never gonna kill you, man. This isn't Kill Shot and Rap Devil. I mean, this is never gonna kill your career.
Big yap or 6-shotter, they might think you got, so I shot your
Oh, wait a second. You cut the beat over there, right?
this shit 4 songs later. Nope, still growing and shit. Let's get proper. The big yop or 6-shotter, they might think you got, so I shot your hands in a stigmata. Let's get honest, he's self-conscious about his product, and that's why he the most insecure one in his genre. He may deceive you, he snaking people, they been caught him. I may be evil, but maybe here to be his karma. You made a sequel to make it equal, that shit cost you. Nishak the coach, cause we in the post and I'm Ben Wallace. Didn't know you Goku, so he approached you like shit talkers. Until I go blue, this Super Saiyan go shit on him. Then I piss on him, I rip on him, then spit on him. We ain't seen a guy.
Bro, this entire scheme right here is fucking fire. Fire. When you cut the beat over there, that entire scheme is fire. Really, 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 really fire, man. This is great. This is what you did.
Wallace didn't know you Goku, so he approached you like shit talkers. Until I go blue, this Super Saiyan go shit on him. Then I piss on him, I rip on him, then spit on him. We ain't seen a guy this big die since Chris Wallace. If this conflict is judged on rap, then there's really no way to cap, and you actually have to snap, and your stats is just that. Stats, but on the track, they can never save your ass from the fact that you're getting smashed. So, you good a country, my nigga, keep flipping that. Some people will hear your raps and just actually think you're trash, and I promise the world ain't over. Be a soldier and just relax, cause you'll never actually win until you accept that. Respect that, and please don't meddle with Scru.
Great. You switched up the beat.
It blows my mind that you can find something better to do. I know he nervous when he heard this bet, he read as a fool. You say you done a lot of things, but what's that getting for you? Cause if them billboard hits, the fans and the nice whips really ever meant shit, you wouldn't care what I do. You call me Ja Rule, not.
I see what you did there. So you wouldn't care what I do if the billboard hits were something, man. Apparently, like you said in the other one, like the billboard's hits are just a dud. You know what I mean? They're not a dud, firstly, and secondly, this is what Church's second rap battle, and I know that it's the rap battle with you, but it's stuff that's been instigated by you. You know what I mean? To a certain degree. And Church is a troll, man, so of course he's going to jump on this. And he's the kind of person that's going to take on the challenge. Do you know what I mean? He likes that. He's that kind of person. You know what I mean? So that's why he actually did it. It's got nothing to do with these billboards. Or his infatuation with you.
Them billboard hits, the fans and the nice whips really ever meant shit, you wouldn't care what I do. You call me Ja Rule, not true. No, this might be more like Slime Shady catching a body on Whitey 4.
Oh, that Ja Rule one, you didn't like that one, did you?
Stressing because his flexing's his only weapon, and he feel his grip is slipping since niggas then got objective. He crying in comic sections explaining like we ain't get it. And his cheerleading sections the only ones that protect him. I hope he learned a lesson, now he knows the truth. A grown
in the cheerleading section, only ones that protect him. He's got a fan base just like you've got a fan base, just like they protect you, man. And it's not because you're a better artist than he is. You're just different, Screw. And Church is just different, man. If he's not for you, don't fuck with him. You know what I mean? And just for the SFJ Nation as well, man. If it's not for you, don't fuck with you. Same thing with my channel, man. If my channel is not for a particular crowd, don't subscribe to me. Don't fuck with me. You know what I mean? We've got our own style, our own different way of doing things. Let's go.
Number of people choosing honesty over views in the community is starting to point out his little crew who gon' say that he won before they click it and view. Listen, dude, not everyone is as stupid as you. Type to think if you scream louder, then your fucking point is proved. Fucking goof, what up, church? Having some money problems, a loyal fan. You robbed the master pay and you play possum. Then threw a hissy fit when he publicly started talking. How ironic. Guess you've been stealing her ever since you started.
When he publicly started talking. Who was this? Lackathina Larry. Ryan. Is that where you got your information from?
Damn. Look, I don't know if you're upset because I don't think you're that good of a rapper, but guess what?
That's your opinion, man. That's fine. And that's absolutely okay for you to have that opinion if you don't think that he's that good of a rapper. You know what I mean? But the fact that other people have an opinion that he is a good rapper, you should respect that. And vice versa. Vice versa. Even if church fans don't feel that you're a good rapper, you know what I mean? That's their opinion. And that needs to be respected. You know what I mean?
In hip hop, you can't bully or force people into thinking that you dope.
He didn't force or bully anybody, Screw. Come on, dude. How's he forcing people to explain that? How's he forcing people to say that he's dope? People have ears. People can listen. And if they like it and if the music talks to them, he's not forcing nobody.
I don't think you're that good of a rapper, but guess what? In hip hop, you can't bully or force people into thinking that you dope. We judge it by the music, pimp. And yours just isn't my cup of tea.
Isn't your cup of tea. I like that you said that. Yours isn't your cup of tea, so don't drink that tea. That tea's not for you, man. That tea is not for you.
We judge it by the music, pimp. And yours just isn't my cup of tea. Now clearly you do got fans of your rap music. But the only way you gonna truly turn me into a fan is make a rap song I like.
And the same applies to the church fans. The only way you're going to turn church fans into a fan is make a song they like. Same applies.
These diss tracks is cute and stuff, but at this point, if you got 5 songs about one person, I can't bring myself to do that, bro. You're not that important to me, I'm sorry. And I shouldn't be that important to you.
I agree completely. I don't think either artist should be important to each other anymore. I think it should be done now. Completely agree with you. Know what I mean? And I think both artists were just as infatuated with the other.
But I love you. Keep it up. Face!
Alright. Okay. First off, peeps. Right? This is a flipping good diss track. Okay? This is a good track. His flows were awesome. The bars were there and whatever else. Let me explain to you why I prefer Church's one, the Smash. Okay? Just me as a person. Okay? I felt it was a lot more creative. I felt that it had a lot more sort of like flip ups, difference in flows, different cadences, different elements that literally brought that track to life, man, and it made it entertaining. Right? The replay value of that track is absolutely unbelievable, and I know exactly what you got to say. It's not supposed to have replay value to this track. It's not about that. It's about that he actually created a diss track that everybody spoke about. You know what I mean? I mean, the reactors, even when they heard it, I mean, No Life Shack, everybody was like, holy God, you got murdered on that one. You know what I mean? And that's the punch. That's the punch that Church delivered on that track. He delivered a proper punch. Even if you say he didn't have as many bars as your track did, right? He had a fair amount of bars, but the bars that he had packed the punch also in the way he delivered them, the way he played on the words, the way he played on the schemes, man. Firstly, your scheme here, when you dropped that beat, that scheme was fire. Loved it. When you switched the beat, loved that. I thought that was fantastic. So absolutely an epic diss track, right? Pro quality, Really, really, really good. Know what I mean? For me, it doesn't beat Churches 1. All right? But I've explained to you why it doesn't beat Churches 1. I think Churches 1, for me, was just a lot more punchy. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion, and you don't need to take it. In the SFJ Nation, you don't need to take my opinion. If you don't like it and whatever else, that's fine. You don't need to take my opinion. I know you love your boy, and that's fine, and so you should. And so you should, man. That's the person you follow. That's the person you look up to. That's your role model. That's 100% fine with me. You know what I mean? I just don't think that either artist should be slaughtered. For doing what they do, for being different people, different types of artists. You know what I mean? I don't think either artist should be slaughtered. Same like the NGK and Eminem beef, what happened over there. I don't think either artist should have been slaughtered for that beef. MGK is a very different artist to Eminem, right? And that created a hell of a lot of hate, essentially. So, again, no hate here, no hate in this channel. I don't hate the SFJ Nation. I don't hate Screw. I've got my own sort of like ethical conundrums in my own head about him, but that's me. That's got nothing to do with the fan base, and it's got nothing to do with what Screw produces at the end of the day. So, like I said, I wanted to give this a proper fair assessment. This was a great track. It was a great track. For me, you didn't beat him. You didn't beat him. So that was me, but that's, again, my opinion. The SFJ Nation, if you guys say Screw slaughtered him, power to you, man. Power to you. If you feel that, man, that's awesome. You know, it's great that you feel that way. It's great that you're loyal, and it's great that you have your man's back, man. That's the kind of music you like, which I do too. Love this. Absolutely love this. And you've got to give props for it. You know what I mean? But I also do feel like even Screw's brother, when he was reacting to things, he wasn't even listening to the bloody track, man. You could actually see it. He wasn't even listening to it, man. He was just going. He couldn't wait to pause just to ridicule Church. You know what I mean? That's not a fair assessment. You know what I mean? That's not a fair assessment, because there were banging bars in there. Flows were great. Creativity was brilliant. You know what I mean? Give him some props. He didn't give him not one complimented, and then just started dissing and talking about family members and all that kind of crap. So, you know what I mean? That I don't roll with. But hey, Screw, epic track, man. And you've made epic tracks in the past, which I've said in your comment sections were fire. So yeah, man, I just wanted to put this to bed, just so that you guys didn't think that, I was like completely dick riding Church, because there's some tracks that I don't like of Church as well. There's tracks of all the artists that I follow. There are tracks that I don't like of theirs as well. You know what I mean? So it's not about that. It's just I prefer the majority of what he does. I do prefer. You know what I mean? And the majority of what Screw does, I like. I really, really do like. You know what I mean? Just the diss tracks weren't for me. I thought Churches were better, but that's just for me. Right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Now let's just move on to peace and love, peeps. Peace and love, man. Let's just all move on YouTube. Right, guys. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe. Love each other. Peace.